Yes, I've been practicing and doing analysis of risk for over 40 years, and I started out in banking, and my first big analytical job was figuring out why a major fraud and how a major fraud would impact bank earnings. And ever since there, I've been involved in just about every fraud analysis in the industry. And that always led me to an enterprise view of risk, because fraud is everywhere. Fraud affects everything. And that led to work in the power and energy industry, led to work in the financial services industry, high-tech industries, where I've actually been able to work with others to institute enterprise-wide risk management programs, starting with policy and going all the way down to analytics. And more recently doing that with healthcare insurers, with asset managers, and with not-for-profit agencies like the UN and American Red Cross. The main reason that most people need to do analytics is to be able to enable their corporate risk policy. Every corporation, every organization has a level of risk tolerance. And instead of just sitting around a table and talking about it, it's very important to give structure, the kind of structure that analysis using data where it is, where it's possible, can give decision makers consumable intelligence about their risks, especially the ones that are the most important to them. But beyond that, an even greater reason is to understand the relationship among key risks and how that impacts a organization's key performance indicators. And the main one for traded companies is equity. Well, first of all, the class structure is totally hands-on, and as much as we all love math, we basically don't do a lot of mathematical formalism. What we use and why we use R, one of the great reasons for it, is we can translate analytical ideas, some of which are math-based, directly into immediate results. So it's very hands-on. It's a workshop structure, a little bit of demonstration of a key concept and a key implementation, and then we move from that to you actually practicing how to work that concept in R and how to see results pretty immediately. It's all about immediate gratification and trying to learn some complex ideas pretty soon with practice, and with myself and others who will help you through the early stages of even using R, but more important, using these concepts to analyze and quantify risk. The course is mainly for analysts and financial planning and analysis departments, compliance people, people who run enterprise risk management programs right now out of internal audit or perhaps the legal departments of organizations. Business units usually have a very strong need for risk management and risk analytics in understanding how to do things like launch products, manage vendors. So analysts in each of these areas and functional areas within corporations, the controller, the CFO and the C-suite, and finally the emerging organizations with run by chief information officers and chief information security officers in an organization can all benefit from the materials and the practices that we will enable in R in this course. We're going to get you up and running. You're going to find R to be fairly intuitive. We're not going to do deep programming. We're going to show you how to use tools that already exist in R, how to manipulate the procedures to get you the visualization of results that you will need. Ultimately, it's a matter of practice. We will provide you with tutorials on how to get started with R. It'll be very, very focused, and you will find that after just a few short hours, even with little or no exposure to R, you will become quite proficient in getting to the results that you will need to get to quantify risks.